Hey everybody, my name's Alice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Scorpio for the entire month of November. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. I'm going to look at any guidance and advice from Spirit. And I'm also going to look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming up for this month and how you can use that to your advantage. I also want to apologize for getting this out late. There's been a logistics issue. I'm currently living in Las Vegas. I just recently moved here. And I will start having an office soon. And once that happens, I can get back to being very consistent in doing not only the monthly readings, but also doing the weekly readings. So right now I'm just able to do the monthly. And as you can see, this is a little late just because I have not had logistics. I'm doing it outside. Last time I tried, I wanted to do it outside. We've had the worst dust storm. It looked like something out of a movie. The dust just came in, covered the whole valley here, and the wind would not stop blowing. So obviously I can't have the cards out when that happens. But anyways, that being said, next month should be a lot smoother. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. And again, you know my cards are pre-shuffled. All right. Here we go. All right, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Make sure that's lined up right for you. Okay, well, there. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Devil card. It's called the Liar in this deck. We have the Ace of Cups. What a contrast. We have the Page of Wands. And for your opportunity, we have the Star. And for your challenge, we've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so let me make sure this is lined up right for you. Okay, let's see, that's correct. I'm getting a new camera too. I think I told you my dogs ate the knob on the bottom of my Ring camera. So that's another thing. If it does fall during this reading, that's why. But no problem, we just push on through. Okay, so this is how I read so you can follow along. This is your recent past, your present, your near future. Down below is the advice and guidance from Spirit. This is your opportunity and this is your challenge. And so right here in the recent past, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And this is, you know, she's so beautiful. She's open-hearted. She's nurturing. She's very loving. And she exists in the material realm. So this is your health. This is prosperity, abundance. This is career, finances. Really a lot of stuff that has to do with the home, though. Children, you know, relationships. And just like everything she touches just seems to grow and be extremely beautiful and lush. Very nurturing energy. And then in your present, we've got the Seven of Wands. And what this is saying to me is that you might have some people around you right now that they might have some misconceptions about what you're doing and what you're thinking and where you see your future going, or just about you in general. And they're trying to knock you off your block. Maybe you've got some ideas that are different from theirs and things that you want to accomplish, and they just don't understand. A lot of it is misunderstanding. Some of it's jealousy, or just, you know, they're leery of you because maybe you're different. But it's about you standing your ground right now. And so in your present energy, you really need to stand your ground with what it is that you're working on. Maybe these people come around later, maybe they don't. But either case, you can't let them throw you off track. So really stand your ground right now in your present energy. Then in your near future, we've got the Eight of Cups. And what this is telling me is that in the near future, you do run the risk of going into some type of heartache and depression. You see that green mist. I mean, that's really just this horrible heartache that it's like that swirling depression. And this is a deep depression. So this is a very serious card. It's telling you that you have the potential to really go down. I mean, this is like the kind where you almost need medication to help pull yourself out of it. And I am not advocating medication at all. I'm just saying that's how dark this card can go. So something will be coming up in your near future. So this is really a warning, I think, because your energy could go in that direction. But let's see what the clarifiers say. as far as what you can do or what else is coming up. This is usually about a broken heart, so it could be a relationship. It could be because the holidays are coming up that something might make you depressed. You know, it's that kind of energy. So let's go ahead and, oops, okay, that was me, not Spirit. All right, let's go ahead and cut this deck and get those clarifiers. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Judgment card, we've got the Three of Swords. See, there's something coming in your way. Let's see. Then we've got the Three of Cups and the Empress. Wow, how interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with your past. So the Queen of Pentacles is being clarified by the Hierophant and the Seven of Swords. So what I'm getting is that, you know, you're really coming from this beautiful position with abundance, this prosperity, this open-heartedness, this lushness in life. And what I'm getting is that, you know, it could be even your relationships with society, with certain groups that you're participating in. This is also about your connection to the universe and how you see yourself in it, and that you have this beautiful spiritual connection going on with all of this. But you're also participating in society. When I see this card come up, there's some type of group that you're really active with, that's the vibration I'm getting, that you know, you're really able to thrive in this particular group. You also have the Seven of Swords. This is the card of strategy. And so what I'm also feeling is that you had to be very strategic in what it is that you're going to do, how you see yourself in this group that you participate in, whether you're high up or you're trying to move up politically inside that group. I feel that's what this card is saying, is that it's about strategy. So that being said, that is your past, but now your current situation, maybe something came up where, I mean, this could be a religious organization, a political organization, this could be even a spiritual organization as far as, like, let's say the Freemasons go. I don't want to call that a religious organization, but it's that kind of endeavor. So here you've got the Seven of Spells, which is the Seven of Wands, and you're being asked to stand your ground. It is being clarified by the Judgment card and the Three of Swords. So here's where the potential for heartache is now coming in, and this is in your present energy. So the Judgment card came up, and this is a card that's really asking you to ask yourself some serious questions. And some of those questions are going to be like, you know, what are you really, right? What brings you happiness? What do you love? What do you know? What is your prey? You know, what are you going after, right, in this life? What is, you know, you keep your eye on the prize. Well, what is that prize, right? What gets you happy? Like, what gets you up in the morning, right? Besides coffee, what fuels your flight? What do you covet? You know, what is your secret? What is your madness? What drives you crazy that you keep going after? You know, what is your song, right? What do you say to yourself every day? You know, I'm grateful to be alive. You know, I'm so happy that I'm here, or I fucking hate my job. I can't wait to leave. I mean, what is your song, right? Take a look at that. You know, write it down. You don't have to share these answers with anybody, but ask yourself these questions. What is your strength of character? Right? And I always say, you have to ask the opposite when these things come up. What is your weakness of character? What is your weakness? Because you can put a shield up so that people can't come in and attack you through your weakness, right? Maybe you can strengthen it so it's no longer a weakness. And then what is your philosophy? You know, and that changes as we get older. And when I say what is your philosophy, I don't mean like what other people think you should say, right? Like, these people are trying to force him into their way of thinking, which is very small. He's thinking more expansive, and they're very constricted. Their thinking is very small time, right? So when you're asking yourself, you know, what is your philosophy? What is it? Not what your husband or wife wants you to say, not what society wants you to say, not what your parents want you to say, but what do you feel? You know, what's an honest answer from you? Because the more honest you are with yourself, the more self-knowledge you have, the easier it is for you to make decisions in life, and you don't get hurt and you don't make poor decisions. So these are the questions that are coming up for you when this card comes up. This is the angel waking the dead. He wants you to wake up, is the vibration I'm getting, and ask yourself these questions. You need to find out a little more about yourself. Don't walk around in a fog. And if you don't, you're really going to have some heartache and loss. With this Three of Swords there, you really run the potential of betraying your own conscience. It's really important for you to really have that self-knowledge right now. I know everyone's going to be busy with the holidays coming up, but you can take a time, like when you're walking, when you're relaxing, maybe you take a bath in the evening, and this is a time where you can just sit by yourself and kind of ask yourself these questions to get those answers. It's really important for you. Okay, so that's your present energy. Now let's look at the near future. So I think really if you don't get these answers, and these people are trying to knock you off your block and you can't stand your ground, you're going to be seriously depressed. You might even be mad at yourself that you let it happen. But it's one of those things where they really took the wind out of your sails, and you really got hurt by it. More of an emotional hurt than physical. But it really has done some damage to you. Like I said, this is a serious card. Maybe they even lied to you to try and lead you down the path. So, really take a look at your situation. So this Eight of Cups is being clarified by the Three of Cups and the Empress. So while you've got this card of depression, then again, this is a serious depression. Usually it's about heartache, right? Whether someone broke your heart in a relationship or you broke your own heart by not following your path, it's being clarified by very happy cards and very cheerful and joyous cards and very loving cards. This Three of Cups, this is about friendship, it's about joy, it's about camaraderie. This is really about you going out and having a really good time. And Spirit is what I'm getting is that, that will help pull you out of this, and maybe you even meet new friends. And so that's really important for you right now. Then we've got the Empress card, and again, this card is about someone that's very loving and nurturing, just like this Queen of Pentacles. She's all the queens put together. So again, this is about that abundance, that nurturing, that love. This is about prosperity. This is about really looking out for, let's say, her subjects, right? So this is your energy in the near future. So a very stark contrast to this card of depression. So it really just depends on how you choose to handle your situation. It's up to you how you want to go about it. So some of you might go into this depression, and others, like I'm just getting that's how you're going to pull yourself out, is to not be alone. Okay, this card is saying to go out with your friends, people that actually love you and care about you. Okay, so that is your past, present, and near future energy. Now let's go ahead and look at the advice and guidance from Spirit. We've got the Devil card. We've got the Ace of Cups. You can see that. And then we've got the Page of Wands. So a lot going on here for you for the advice and guidance. So again, this is a reminder to really be careful of people or toxic thinking that come into your life. This is also a card about addiction. And what I'm getting is that, because of what's going up here, Spirit is really saying, just beware of people that are liars. They might be saying one thing when really they're doing another. Don't fall for that, and really also don't have any type of like circular negative thinking. Like, don't be so critical on yourself where it becomes a hindrance and you end up preventing yourself from moving forward in life. It's not just other people, it's also a way of thinking. And because when you get into that, the problem is that when you really get really self-critical or you get really negative, it produces a type of hopelessness, and that's what the devil wants. He wants you to be in fear and hopelessness, and to really be in this type of bondage to what is not good for you. And what I'm getting from you is that this is negative thinking that's not good for you. This is being overly critical of yourself that's not good for you. But it's also other toxic people around you. So find out who those toxic people are and really just either cut them out or just, kind of keep them at arm's distance so that they can't affect you as closely, you know. And this could be in a family situation, a work situation, or like I was feeling up here, this is maybe a group situation, whether it's going to be a religious, political, or some type of like a membership organization. But you definitely have this spiritual connection going on too. But there's something going on there. And then we've also got the Ace of Cups. And so this is really presenting you with an opportunity to tap into love. I mean, what I'm getting is that Spirit really wants you to be happy and to love yourself and to really love the life that you're leading. And if you're not happy right now, to find what makes you happy. And that's part of this Judgment card that's coming in. And that's how you can get away from this type of heartache and misery and depression. But you also need to love yourself. You know, that's really tough one in society right now. A lot of people have self-hatred, but this is about you learning to love yourself. And I think when you get this self-knowledge, it can help you go ahead and achieve that. And even if there's some things maybe you don't really like that you see in yourself, this is a good time for you to be okay with changing that, but to come at it from a heart space, right? Because this is really about heart and intuition and you really getting in touch with your emotions. And Spirit also wants you to remember that you're noble. Even if nobody else knows it, at least you know it and Spirit knows it. You can see this beautiful swan, the reflection in the water. She's wearing a crown and a necklace. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Spirit wants you to know that you're noble and to not forget it, okay? Don't let people talk down to you or put you down. And worst of all, don't be so self-critical where you really put yourself down. Try and love yourself. Okay, so that being said, the next card is the Page of Wands. And what this card is telling me is that, you know, you really want to achieve something and Spirit is telling you to go for it. This is something new in your life, so you're going to be taking baby steps. But you have this potential to go ahead and create something that you feel very passionate about. And I think, again, after you ask yourself those questions with this Judgment card in your present energy, I mean, this is right now, you'll really be able to get some answers that will help point you in the direction you want to go in, unless you're already going in that direction, right? Because we're all at different stages. But you can see he's a child, he wants to be a wizard, he's marched out into the forest and he's going to try and change this bunny into something. You can see the sparkles of magic. The bunny is not worried. The bunny knows he's a child and he doesn't have the intention yet. He doesn't understand how to get the magical power yet. He's still learning. And this is you. You're just starting in this endeavor to pursue your passion. And that's a beautiful first step, right? And so this is what Spirit is telling you, is to enjoy the moment. Enjoy this joy of learning and just beginning something new. Don't let it do you in. You know, some people, oh my God, I don't want to start. No, you need to feel like, oh my God, I can't wait to start. I cannot wait to do something new. Oh, it's going to be so much fun, change my life, change my situation, new experiences, new people, you know, just in this totally new environment. Embrace it. Okay, so the Devil is being clarified by the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. You've got a lot of pain coming in this month, Scorpio. But you can definitely avoid it. But I'll get into that in a minute. Let me pull the rest of the cards. Yeah, look at this. The Death card now. I'm sorry, the Ten of Swords, Death card. The Sun, got some healing. All right. Then we've got the Page of Cups. Oh my God, how beautiful. And the Six of Cups. Okay, so again, this is the advice and guidance from Spirit. So the Devil is being clarified by the Five of Cups and the Ten of Swords. And this is what I was saying. You know, you really need to not fall into this type of depression. I mean, this is the card of loss too, but it's also the card of gratitude. A lot of people don't say that. This is the card of loss and gratitude. It's the Five of Cups. 3 cups have spilt out. He's looking down and he's miserable. This is the loss. This is heartache. This is maybe the death of a loved one, the death of a dream, the death of how you saw your future going, and there was a hiccup, there was a bump in the road, whether it's going to be big or small. But if he would turn around, he'd see that he still has 2 cups. He didn't lose all 5. He has 2 cups. He needs to turn around, notice that he has 2 cups, be grateful for it, and then get a 3rd one, and then a 4th one, and a 5th one. And this will allow him to get back into the rhythm of life and to keep moving forward instead of dwelling on these three that have spilt. This is that negative thinking, that dark depression. Of course, if it's a loved one or something else like a death of a dream, you're going to grieve for a little while. That's normal. We're all human. But you still need to turn around and be grateful for what you have. Okay? And then we've got the Ten of Swords. And so, again, this is what I was saying with this Devil card, is that the swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. And so this is part of that negative thinking. But this is a 10, and it's very easy for you to put that to an end. You know, if you play stuff around, you're strong enough and you're smart enough to catch yourself and to put that negative thinking to an end and to be able to love yourself. So you do have that ability, right? Spirit is saying that. Because this is as low as it gets. So if you're really harsh on yourself and overly critical, I know it's Scorpio, but you can still lighten up a little bit, okay? All right, so just watch for that. And this has to do with the negative people, negative thinking, and it's that hopelessness. So stay away from the hopelessness and go over here to the gratitude. Just turn around. That's all you have to do. Just turn around. Okay, so now here with the Ace of Cups, it's being clarified by the Death card and the Sun card. And I mean, can it not get any clearer? The Death card is different than the Tower. The Death card is where you need to come in and release what no longer serves you. You're going to also be transitioning. A lot happens with the Death card, but you'll hear me say this a lot. You need to release what no longer serves you. And I do say that a lot with the Death card because that's something that everybody needs to do. And I'm feeling it here for you, Scorpio. You need to release what no longer serves you. And this is just like an ongoing process in life. But there's some big stuff you need to release. I mean, this is that depression stuff, the judgment. We've got this Three of Swords, the Devil is here, the Five of Cups. I mean, you've got some dark energy coming in for you. And you don't need to draw that to you, right? But you can release what no longer serves you. Release any negative people in your life. Release that negative thinking. Release any baggage that you have. And this is a conscious effort. Like, you know what needs to be released. And if you don't, sit and meditate on it, and it will definitely come to you because you're very intelligent. And what's so beautiful about this is that he's walking to your future. And you've got this beautiful Sun card where you feel healed. You feel this beautiful sense of good health, of happiness, of joy. This is the most positive card in the deck for you, Scorpio. I mean, this is beautiful. It's about you pursuing your passion. When you get into this healed feeling, whatever you touch is going to be successful. It's a really beautiful card, and you've got this type of assurance on your side. God is actually on your side and protecting you. This is about joy and happiness. This is about enlightenment. It's a very beautiful energy, and this is what Spirit is trying to tell you. Release what no longer serves you, and you are going to be so much happier. This is where you want to be. This is the best card in the deck, okay? And you've got that. Remember that you're noble. Right? Get your heart, your head, and your emotions in alignment, and it will really work out for you. And this is the month of November. Okay, and so now over here with this Page of Wands, it's being clarified by the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups, and this is absolutely beautiful. So what Spirit is saying is when you go out and you're pursuing this new passion and you're stepping boldly out into the forest, you know, you've also got this other beautiful energy. This is the Page of Cups. And again, he's presenting you with this beautiful potential to go and create something that you're very passionate about, something that your head and your heart and your emotions are in alignment with. It's something that you love dearly. And you have this opportunity to go and pursue it. And you're very excited about it, right? You come at it with a big open heart. And it's stressing this again. This is really about you opening up your heart and getting away from this hurt. There's a lot of hurt here, and it's really about, you know, when this card comes up, this is about goodwill, childhood innocence. And what I'm getting is that, you know, this is about you going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. This is really going back to childhood and what made you happy back then. That's to tap into that feeling of happiness and joy and try and recreate the feeling now as an adult, right? It's not asking you to go and, let's just say, you really enjoyed finger painting, I know it might sound silly, but let's say you enjoyed finger painting as a child, that just gave you the most exquisite joy, or, playing, with your dog or your friends or something. Well, it's not that you necessarily have to do that same activity, but to find an activity to do that brings you that same beautiful sense of joy and happiness, right? No bitterness, no cynicism, something that genuinely brings you joy. And maybe it's something you do alone. Maybe it's reading a good book. Maybe it's swimming. Maybe it's running. Maybe because you're trapped in an office or something and you're able to get out and you just have that beautiful joy of being in the sun, of breathing clean air, and just having a moment to yourself. But it's that kind of feeling, and so Spirit is reminding you to tap into that. So that's the kind of feeling that you should get when you're pursuing this passion. Okay, really cool. All right, so that is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. Let me make sure you can see that on camera. Okay, so your opportunity is the star, very beautiful, and your challenge is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so your opportunity is to really reach for the stars. So when you're pursuing whatever it is that you're trying to go ahead and bring in, when you're standing your ground, if there's something you're trying to manifest or something that you're trying to create, or something that is still like in your imagination and you haven't even put it on paper yet, this is about you reaching for the stars and really going for it. This is the card where things the legends are made of. This is the card about generosity and hope and really reaching for the stars. And so this is your opportunity for this month in November. I'll get some clarifiers in a minute. And then your challenge is the Queen of Cups. So your challenge is to really look below the surface and tap into your heart space, to tap into your intuition, to open your heart and be expansive, right? You've got a lot of hurt going on, and this is a chance for you to push through that and to be able to open your heart and overcome that type of loss, any type of depression, any type of, maybe you betraying your own conscience. Maybe you're put in a situation where, you could betray your own conscience. Maybe you're getting asked to do something that you don't want to do. Instead of maybe doing it to go along with it, just walk away. It's one of those things, because otherwise you're going to end up hurting yourself. But she's asking you to look below the surface of things, and this is a challenge for you. So your opportunity and your challenge are there for you to grab. Not everybody takes it, but it is there for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. So this is being clarified by the Nine of Wands, by the Page of Swords, by the High Priestess. Oh my God, how interesting. I love it. And the King of Pentacles. Oh my God, this is so cool for you. I love this, Scorpio. Okay, so you reaching for the stars, and that's the thing of legends are made of, right? So excuse me, you've got the Nine of Wands and the Page of Swords. So, you've got this wounded warrior energy, right? You have taken on so many battles and you've won. You are still standing. You're hurt. You've got a bandage on your head, but you know what? You are still standing. You've got this stamina to do it. So when this opportunity comes, you definitely have the strength and the will to get it done. You've also got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, a lot of pages here, a lot of new energy coming in for you. But this Page of Swords is truth time. He's honest. He's very forceful also. And when the page shows himself, he's also bringing you an opportunity of truth, an opportunity for something. It could even be a way of seeing and thinking differently. Because remember, swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So they can also come in the guise of a challenge. In fact, sometimes you'll see in suits, in decks, the suit of swords will also literally be named challenges, because this is my deck that's the primary deck, and that's what it does. So it will present you with an opportunity that could be in the form of a challenge, and that challenge is for you to overcome and to use it as a moment for growth, for personal growth. You really learn a lot from that challenge, and it makes you a better and stronger person, and you really learn a lot. And that is part of it. So when you're reaching for the stars, maybe you're going to have things come up that you have to go through, and it's just going to make you a tougher and stronger individual as far as you pursuing that. You gain more enlightenment that way, because you definitely have the stamina to be able to pull it off. All right. So that being said, let me push that out of the way. Then for your challenge, we've got this Queen of Cups, and it's being clarified by the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. I mean, wow, how powerful. So for you to go beneath the surface, Spirit is really reiterating that twice in a way. You know, she's having to look below the surface to get to the matter of things, while the High Priestess is about the unconscious. The High Priestess is about passively receiving information or passively receiving downloads from the universe. It's tapping into the mysteries of the world, and this is what Spirit is saying, that this is your challenge, is to really tap into that. So maybe meditation. What I do, I take a salt bath, and I actually just zone out, and sometimes I even fall asleep and I astro travel. The salt, like you can either use Epsom salt, which is really inexpensive, without anything in it, make sure it's pure, or you can use ancient minerals, which is a different form of magnesium. I actually prefer ancient minerals, but I'll use both. And it opens up the channels in your body, and it really allows you to really slip into a really good form of meditation. It's relaxing. You know, it's also good for your body. Your body takes in the magnesium. It only takes what it wants, and it leaves the rest. And so, you know, it's really nice. You can add essential oils, and you know, it's really good for you. Male, female, doesn't matter. It's something you should do. And then you've also got the King of Pentacles, and again, this is that generational wealth. This is friends, family, finances, career, education. This is just about abundance and prosperity, and it's like all these great things in the material world. This is good health, right? He has achieved it. See all these grapes? That's all his hard work. He has really worked hard to get to this position, and this is what Spirit is saying is a challenge for you. Okay, you're definitely pursuing something, but Spirit is saying that this is a good challenge for you. All right, so that being said, this is your opportunity. This is your challenge. It's up to you to grab these two, and some of you will, some of you won't, but it's there for you to use to your advantage. And again, please remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Sending you lots of love. Have a great month. Bye for now.